Do you also want to send WhatsApp messages to your website form leads? Then you are in the right place. So hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video I am going to show you how you can send WhatsApp messages to your website form leads. So right before you on my screen you can see I have integrated two applications, that is Webbook by Pabbly and WhatsApp Cloud API. So now I am going to show you how you can build this amazing automation for scaling up your own business. But before that I am going to show you the automation which I have already built in, so that you can understand it's working. So for testing this automation, let's move on to my website form which I have created. So here you can see this is my website form, and now I am going to fill this form providing my full name as smart user, email smartuser@pabblytunes.com, and my phone number as well. Now let's click over this submit button for submitting our form, and here you can see my form has been successfully submitted. Now let's move on to my WhatsApp to check whether we are receiving the response over there or not. So here you can see in my WhatsApp I'm successfully receiving this message which says, "Hi smart user, thank you for reaching out us through our website. We have received your inquiry and our team will get back to you shortly with all the details." And this message shows that I'm getting the same name which I have recently entered over my website form. So now you can see that by using Pabbly Connect you can even send personalized message to your website form leads. So now I'm going to show you the process of building this automation for scaling up your business. So for that we have to access Pabbly Connect, and for accessing the Pabbly Connect you just have to type its URL over the new tab, that is pabbly.com/connect, and once you will enter the URL you will be getting the landing page of Pabbly where you can see two options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user you can simply click over this sign up free, but if you are an existing user you can simply click over this sign in. But before moving on forward I am going to tell you about an amazing platform, that is Pabbly Community. So here you can see this is the page of Pabbly Community where automation users, marketers and business owners gather to share their ideas, ask questions and get relevant updates regarding using the Pabbly applications. So you can also join Pabbly Community now and grow your business with us, and if you wish to join the Pabbly Community you can find link in the description given below. Now let's move on to my Pabbly Connect again, and here I'm going to simply click over this sign in, and once you finish your sign up you will be getting this all Pabbly apps page where you can see these are the products provided by Pabbly. And as we are going to integrate some applications we will be using this Pabbly Connect app which can integrate different applications and start automating your work. So for automating this task we have to access it by clicking on this access now button, and we will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect which can be seen here. And on this dashboard page you can see these are the folders I have created, and inside these folders I have created many workflows by integrating different applications. So if you also want to create your own folder you simply have to click over this create a new folder button, and you will be getting this dialog box where you have to provide the folder name, and if you want you can even select the parent folder as well. And at last you just have to click over this create button and your folder will be created. And now I am going to create a workflow. So for that you simply have to click over this create workflow button, and you will be getting this option for selecting the workflow builder. And here we are getting two workflow builder, that is beta which is modern, faster and more flexible, and another workflow builder we are getting is classic which will provide you stable and familiar approach. So here I am going to use this newly launched workflow builder beta. So for that you simply have to click over this select button, and you will be getting this dialog box where you have to provide the workflow names. So now let's provide a name to my workflow here. So here I am providing it the name send WhatsApp messages to website form leads. Now I am going to select my folder as automation. Now let's click over this create button, and here you can see we are receiving this pop-up and we are successfully landed to our workflow page where you can observe this option of adding the trigger. Now you might be thinking what is this trigger? So trigger is our first application or the application which is going to initiate a workflow. So in this case I want to initiate my workflow as soon as I receive a new lead over my website form. So here I'm going to select Webbook by Pabbly, which is an amazing application provided by Pabbly for building the connection between website form and Pabbly Connect. So now you can say that I'm going to use my trigger app as Webbook by Pabbly. So now let's click over this add trigger button, and here we are getting this trigger setup page where I'm going to select my trigger app as Webbook by Pabbly, and afterwards I'm going to select my app event as Catch Webbook. Now let's click over this connect button, and here you can see we are receiving this Webbook URL with the steps for pasting pasting this webhook URL. So this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge between my website form and Pabbly Connect. So now let's copy this webhook URL and paste it over the code which I have created for this particular website form. So now let's move on to the code of my website form. So here you can see I'm landed to the code of my website form, where after this word fetch I have added a dummy URL. So now I am going to replace this dummy URL with the webhook URL which I have recently received from Pabbly Connect. So now I am going to paste the webhook URL which I have received. Now let's save this webhook URL in the code. So now let's move on to the file and click over this save button. And now our webhook URL is successfully saved to the code of our website form. Now let's move on to our Pabbly Connect again. And here you can see in my Pabbly Connect, it is waiting for the webhook response. So for providing the webhook response, we have to do the test submission. And for doing the test submission, we have to fill our website form. So now let's move on to my website form. And now I'm going to firstly refresh this. And now I'm going to fill this form, providing full name as demo user, email demoUser@pabblytudes.com, and my phone number as well. And afterwards, I'm going to submit this form. And here you can see my form has been successfully submitted. Now let's move on to my Pabbly Connect to check whether we are receiving the response over there or not. So here you can see in my Pabbly Connect, I am successfully receiving this response, that is response A, with all the fields which I have recently filled over my website form. So this shows that we have successfully integrated our trigger app, and we can have only one trigger app. And now I am going to send WhatsApp message to my lead. So for that I am going to add my action app, and for adding the action app we just have to click over this add new action step button, and we can have many action applications according to our workflow. And now here I'm going to search for the WhatsApp Cloud API, as I'm going to add it as my action app. So here you can see I'm getting this application, so I'm going to select it, and afterwards I'm going to select my app event as send template message. Now let's click over this connect button, and here we are landed to this connection page, where if you want to use your existing connection you can select existing connection, but if you want to build a new connection then follow the steps which I am going to show you. So now you firstly have to click over this add new connection button, and here we are getting our new connection name, and afterwards it is asking me to enter the token, phone number ID, and the WhatsApp business account ID. So firstly, for getting the token, you can take the help of this help desk, which will provide you the documentation which will define the steps for getting your token. So now let's click over this learn more, and we will be getting the documentation. So here you can see this is the documentation which will provide the necessary steps and the videos for getting the token. So here you can see in this documentation we are getting a video for setting up our WhatsApp Cloud API inside Pabbly Connect, and here we are getting a video for generating permanent token inside WhatsApp Cloud API with the steps for getting the token and setting up our WhatsApp Cloud API. And now as I have already set up my WhatsApp Cloud API, then let's move on to my API setup page over Meta for developers. So here you can see I'm landed to my API setup page under Meta for developers, and here you can see that we are getting this option for generating our access token. So now let's click over this generate access token, and here I'm going to select my Facebook account connected with my WhatsApp Cloud API account. So now let's click over this reconnect button, and here we are getting our access token. So now let's copy this and paste it over the Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to paste it over my Pabbly Connect, and if you want a detailed video of connecting your WhatsApp Cloud API account with Pabbly Connect, then you can find video link in the description given below. Now here I have provided my token type, and now it is asking me to enter the phone number ID and the WhatsApp account ID. So for getting this, let's move on to my Meta for developers page again, and here you can see I'm getting the phone number ID which I'm going to copy and paste over the Pabbly Connect, and afterwards I'm going to paste the WhatsApp business account ID. So now let's copy it and paste it over the Pabbly Connect. So here I have provided all these details for building the connection. Now let's click over this save button, and here you can see our connection has been created successfully, and we are getting this first field for entering the receiver's phone number. So now I'm not going to manually enter my receiver's number, as I am going to map it. Now you might be thinking, what is this mapping? So mapping is basically inserting the data from the previous step so that you don't have to enter your values again and again, as mapping makes the field dynamic. So here I'm going to map my receiver's phone number from the response which I am receiving from webhook by Pabbly, as this is my previous step, and the process of mapping is simple. simply. You just have to select the field which you want to map, and from here you have to select the application which contains details. So here I am going to map the phone number of my lead. So here I have mapped it, and afterwards it is asking me to enter the template ID. So from this drop down you can select your template ID, and if you want to create your own template, then you have to go to API setup page, and here you can see we are getting this option for creating our own template. So here I'm going to select it, and here you can see we are landed to this WhatsApp manager where you can create your own message template, and you can do it by simply clicking over this create template button. And here you can see these are the templates I have created, and now I am going to select this template that is thank you. So now let me show the template which I have created. So here you can see this is the template which I have created, and here you can see that I have added this variable in my template, and inside this variable I am going to receive the lead name. So here I have added this variable for sending personalized message to my leads. So you can create your own template messages like this. Now let's move on to my Pabbly Connect, and here I am going to select the template ID as thank you, as I have already shown you that this is my template ID, that is thank you, which I have already selected. And afterwards, as I have created this template in English language, I will be entering my code as EN, which is the code of English language. Now afterwards it is asking me to select the template name, so I'm going to simply refresh this, and here you can see I'm getting the same template name which I have recently selected over the template ID. And now it is asking me whether template has header or not. So here you can see in my template, as there's no header, I'm going to select no over here, which is already selected. So from this drop down you can select your option, and afterwards we are getting this field which is asking me whether my template has header type. So as I don't have any header, I'm going to just enable this map button, and I'm going to leave this field blank. So here I'm done with this field also, and now we are getting some of the fields which are not necessary, and now we are getting this field which says template has body, and as you can see that my template has body, so I'm going to select yes over here. So now let's select yes from this drop down, and now we are getting this option for entering our first variable, that is lead name. So now I'm not going to manually enter my lead name, as you know that we are going to perform the magic, that is mapping. So now I'm going to map it from the response. So here I have provided my lead name. Now it is asking me whether my template has button. So as my template doesn't have any button, then I will keep it as the same. And now you can see these are the fields which are not necessary, so I'm going to leave these fields blank. And now for receiver's number, I am going to replace this number with my phone number, as I am going to show you the response which I am receiving. So now let's remove this receiver's number, and here I am going to enter my mobile number so that I can show you the response. So here I have entered my phone number. Now let's move on further and click over the save and send test request button. Now I am going to simply click over this button, and here you can see we are receiving a positive response which demonstrates that our connection might be built and we might have received our template message. So for checking it, let's move on to my WhatsApp with me. So here you can see in my WhatsApp, I am successfully receiving this message which says, hi demo user, thank you for reaching out to us through our website. We have received your inquiry and our team will get back to you shortly with all the details. Meanwhile, you can explore more about our product and services here. Have a great day. So now you can see that I am again getting the same name which I have recently entered over my Pabbly Connect. So this shows that I have successfully built in this automation, and now as soon as I will receive a new lead over my website form, an automatic thank you WhatsApp message will be sent to my website form leads. So now you can also create an amazing automation like this for your own business. So what are you waiting for? Start using Pabbly Connect now, and stay tuned to our YouTube channel for learning more about Pabbly and creating many more amazing automations and integrations like this. And if this video is really helpful, then hit the like and subscribe button, and I have added the link of this workflow in the description for your reference, so make sure to check it out. So thank you for watching this video. Not only this automation, you can build many more integrations like this by just using Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can post it over the forums.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Connect for free now.